Hey everybody, welcome to another ZoukCast episode. Nim, how you doing?
Hey Antonio, I'm good. I'm fine. How are you?
Fine. How is your camping stay
Well, it's
for a
it's
while?
it's still good. Uh, Only these days a lot of rain. But you look
Oh,
so shiny. What happened?
shiny?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's because of this new product that I have on the hair that then gets down and makes my face
Ah,
shiny. I don't
you
know.
look like 25 or something. You get younger.
I promise you, I didn't put any filter or any Photoshop thing on the image. But you can see, actually, you
All
can see
right.
the wrinkles here. So it's not 25, it's like 26, maybe. Okay, guys, so this,
All right.
this episode, we will talk about a subject that is very interesting to me because, as you may know, my wife also dances Zouk, but I don't work with her because I don't want to get a divorce. So, so what I do is I work with another lady that she's married as well, and then we don't have any problem because when we fight, everyone goes to his or her significant one and to bitch about what we fought. And we have for this special occasion one of the cutest couples in European Zouk scene, Ilse and Carlos. How you doing, guys?
Hello.
Hello, hi guys. Doing good, doing good.
Okay, so I guess that nobody in the European Zouk scene can say if they attended to a congress, they cannot say that they don't know Carlos because he's been in every fucking congress in all of Europe.
Fucking
But
Congress.
yes,
Well, not a normal Congress, but a fucking Congress.
the
That's
only
nice.
okay, but just in case that the only person in our audience that didn't go to a congress is watching now, what don't you introduce yourselves and talk a little bit about how did you became this cute couple in Zouk and where when did you find Zouk in your lives and how it all happened? Okay, so
Why
yeah.
do you always want me?
Ladies
What,
first!
he always wants me to say it.
Yes.
Long story short, I broke up with my ex and started dancing Zouk again.
Oh, it's starting interesting now. You broke up with your ex.
Oh gosh. No, but I was dancing Kizomba at the time. I quit Zouk for 1 year to dance Kizomba, and then I started dancing Zouk again. And then I was at a party and I danced with Carlos, and it was like never ever before how we danced. It sounds so cheesy, but it really was. The connection we had was amazing. I was floating, but it was just dance. So I was then still dancing at Totally Zouk at their Zouk show team, and Marisa, the one who was training us, got asked for a television show, and she asked me to do it, to do the audition, but she said I could pick a dance partner. And the night before I had danced with Carlos, so I said, I'm gonna ask him. So we trained for a week. So we got kind of friends, and then we started also as dance partners. And then at a certain moment, he and his ex-girlfriend also broke up, and then the spark was not to be stopped, kind of. So
you met with Carlos before he broke with his girlfriend.
yeah, but nothing was happening there. Nothing. No, I'm serious because wow. Why are you laughing?
Because that was my next question, you know. Did you have anything to do with the breakup?
No, nothing. If someone's taken, my hands are it's off limits. You don't do that. So. Because even in the beginning of us, we started out as dance partners, and we denied that we had feelings for each other because we had dance as a priority. So that came much later.
Nice.
Yeah. In the beginning, it was all about the dancing.
Yeah.
And we were training like crazies also.
And we just got out of a relationship, so we were like.
So by the time I was in Prague watching you guys dancing for 6 hours in a row, like it was just one song that lasted 6 hours, you were still denying that you have feelings for each other, or you acknowledge that?
No comment. No comment.
Antonio, it was a fucking congress. So what should I do 6 hours long?
You're twisting my words now. So actually, I was there in the Prague Congress, and I was watching them dancing, and the connection that you could see was amazing. But the most amazing thing is that they didn't get tired from each other after 6 hours of dancing together, like dance and another and another and another. You know, like maybe 60 songs in a row.
Yeah, but the thing is, we didn't even notice that it was that long. We even had one moment that we were dancing on a party in Rotterdam, and then we started dancing together. And at a certain moment, we stopped and we looked at each other. Okay, maybe we should also dance a few songs with someone else. But we got there at the beginning of the party, and then after we said it to another, the DJ said, "Okay, last song." We're like, oops. We didn't even notice. Like I said, the connection we had, and I really don't want to be want to sound so cheesy, but it was magical, and
You see what I mean? They're cute.
Yeah. But when did you guys started dancing together? How long is it ago?
It was at the end of 2013.
It was at the end of my crazy year.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Carlos, I met you like before your crazy year, like maybe 2 years before of your crazy year, or 1 year before.
That might have been like 2
I
years.
met you for the first time on the Danza Brasil Congress.
No, that was during the crazy year. That was in 2013. That was, I think, at the end.
I thought I met you before, but I know that you were attending like, I don't know, like 40 congresses in 1 year.
Yeah, it got out of hand pretty quickly. Like in 2012, at the end of 2012, I went to the Dutch Zouk Congress, and then I started traveling abroad. That's when I went to the Spiral Dance Congress with the Chocolate Factory. That was like my first international one. There I met a lot of people, and it sparked something. And I think I started traveling in January, and then I did like 2 or 3 congresses. And I was planning to only do like 5 or 6 in the whole year. But after I did the 5 or 6 in 2 or 3 months, I said, there is room for more. So I started using all my money to book Zouk congresses. And at the end of the year, I think I got up to like 42. So that was a lot. And I was meeting a lot of people. And that was also something that actually attracted me a lot to Zouk, meeting all these new people.
Yeah.
Also having the same interest and also traveling a lot at that moment.
Okay, so but when did you start your relation with Zouk?
My relation with Zouk started, I think,
And be honest,
in 2010, and it started with, I think, with Nymph also. It was for about 3 or 4 or 5 months or so. Then I got into a relationship. And then I quit Zouk for 2 years, I think.
It was your decision?
No comment?
Okay. Let's change the subject. So, guys, now you're a couple and you are living together, you're training together, you dance together, but luckily you don't work together on an official job, right? Or do you?
No, 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 no. That would be too much.
That would be too much. Yeah, that would be too much.
Anyway, I have the same situation. Like I don't work with my wife, but still, I couldn't manage to when I tried to work in dance with her because of some. The problem is that problems in the dance part of our lives went back to the other parts, like to home, you know.
Carries on.
So how do you manage that? Do you have this problem? How do you solve it?
We definitely did have this problem, but also the other way around. Like when we went to the training, but like in between us, it was we had a fight or whatever. You cannot just put it aside and go to the training and act like nothing's happening. Well, he can, but I can't. He'll notice. So it worked both ways actually. So the dance got into our normal life, and our normal life got into the dance. But in the beginning, it was really, really hard training together because you see each other as equal, and you want to be treated equally. But then suddenly when you're in the training and he tells me you're doing this wrong, or I'm telling him you're doing this wrong, then it feels like a personal offense instead of work or dance related. So in the beginning we had a lot of fights, almost every training, and we had the studio for like 4 hours, and oh,
be strong, young one.
So yeah, we had a lot of fights, but we worked through every one of them. The thing is that Carlos and I, we talk a lot about everything. Also because we said in the beginning, like, it doesn't matter if we fight, but every fight must be about something new. So if you keep fighting about the same thing, you didn't work it out, you haven't adapted to something for the other, and because we knew we really wanted our relationship to work, and we really wanted the dance to work together, that we fought through it and kept communicating and talking about everything and making things work.
So my trick to keep the relationship going was to quit dancing officially with her. What was your trick apart from the communication? Did you change? I don't know. Maybe I always say this advice to people correcting a fellow student, like you shouldn't say you're doing this wrong. You should say, I feel this is wrong. Maybe I'm me, but maybe you did this. You know, like, did you do any these sort of things or?
Well,
No.
Carlos is let's say Carlos thinks black and white, and I think gray. And Carlos thought, like, this isn't working, so I'll just say nothing at all. He still has a hard time. He still doesn't really want to try.
You know, sometimes you have to take your losses and just let the girl be, you know? She's always right. And that's it. You know, it doesn't matter. Like, at the end of the day, you still want to be together, and you still love each other, and that goes above and beyond everything. So even though we would have fights in the studio and we wouldn't be able to work it out for like hours on, we would want it to, but because you're in this mood and you can't really take each other out of it, so you would stay in it. But yet then again, when you get home, you're in a complete different situation. You're not in the studio anymore. Yeah.
We started talking, and then. Because we also always said, like, we made a promise that we'd never go to bed mad at each other.
Okay.
So we work towards that.
Yeah, but there's this thing that I don't know if I should say. In Spanish, I know a perfect word, but not in English. Like
you can say in Spanish. You speak Spanish.
You go mad to bed. Sometimes that's one of the best nights in your life because you mad fuck, you know?
No.
Like the most amazing sex because
no. When I'm mad, don't touch me. I'll punch you in the face if you even try. No, I'm sorry. When I'm mad, I cannot change my mind to, oh yeah, of course, let's have sex. No, I can't. No,
But
no,
maybe Carlos would like you to slap him a little bit and.
no. He's too sensitive for that.
Okay.
That don't work.
What would be your advice if you find a new couple that they are struggling with this situation, like they are a real life couple and they want to be a dance couple? What will be your advice to make the struggle the shortest possible in time? You know?
Talk.
Oh.
Talk a lot.
And be honest.
Yeah.
And
The
you
truth hurts.
you have to be willing to adapt for one another, but not, how do you say that? Like, if you wouldn't mind adapting for the other one about a certain part, do it, but not over your own boundaries, not over something that you really find important. So we talk about the things, and then we see, like, if it's more important to him that I do something a different way, and for me it's like, no, okay, I can try.
You have to be very honest with each other also. Like for me, I would tell her, this is very important for me, this I can cope with, and these are the small things that I don't really care about. And in the big things, I'm not gonna change. You know, like me, I am me. You cannot change that. You're gonna have to take me like I am. So if that doesn't work for you, then we're gonna clash every time. So there is gonna be some way we have to fit it all in, even though she may think, hey, during a class I want to have fun, and I think during a class I want it to be very technical. So that was something we were always like arguing about, because I'm the technical guy and she's the people person. So in every class, in the beginning we were fighting a lot about how should the class be, for example. So yeah, and after a lot of talking and a lot of understanding what the other is about, actually being in the studio and just talking about how we feel and how we want it to be, where we want to go with everything, that was actually, you know, it opens up your eyes, but it also is she being truthful to herself and me being truthful to myself. Just being the person that I am and just telling you, hey, this is where I want to go. And I want you to be on the trip with me.
And it's not like it worked like right away. It's not like after every conversation, after everything was perfect the way we set it out to be. So it did take some time before we got to that point.
So this is a perfect example of two important things for you, that you clash a little bit indeed, but you work to, like you did, to go together. But did you find any other important issues for both of you that you couldn't compatibilize?
Say again.
Like there was an important issue for you, Ilse, and another important issue for Carlos that you couldn't mix, and one of you has to say, okay, I'll give up on mine.
Yeah, basically the technical part and the people person part, because she really wanted to let people have fun. And for me, it was, I wanted that people be able to dance.
He was in the beginning, in my opinion, he was too strict in that the people will get as much of information as they could get in a workshop. But for me, people also come to a workshop or a class to have something else that they have the rest of the week. They work behind a computer, and that one night that they have a class, they also want to get out. So for me, it is important that the technical part, but for me, it was really important that they also, but that in the beginning was hard.
Actually, that seemed like a perfect match, you know, because if both of you were perfectly technical, maybe people would get bored on the class. If both of you were like a funny person, not so much into the technique, people wouldn't learn.
No.
So for people to learn, they need the technique, but they also need the fun, because they will be more open to the information. So that makes you a good couple, because you complement each other.
Yeah.
Did you find any other problem that you couldn't solve and one of you had to, like you said before, Carlos, I had to get the losses and get out of the game. Like you like poker, right? You have to know when to stand from the table.
Yeah.
So did you find yourself standing from the table too often, or didn't you?
Honestly, like it might have felt like that a couple of months ago, but now it feels like our ways have just merged together because we were both on a different path,
Yeah.
I didn't know exactly where she wanted to go with this, and I know where I want to go with this. So for me, it's very clear what I want, but because I didn't know that about her, I couldn't really understand what she wanted from it. But yeah, I think a lot of things, I'm a very logical guy. So when I see that something is not going through, I just let it go. Yeah.
But the thing that he's talking about, that Carlos had a period, because we were, since we started teaching, we were teaching a lot, and sometimes we had a period that we would almost teach every weekend and also regular classes. It got too much for him, so we stopped regular classes. Even though I wanted to keep on going with that, it's like it's more important for me that he's fine. So we quit giving regular classes. But the thing that he said about a few months ago, for him, it was a bit too much. The teaching and working and training, because he started, and he also DJs, so for him it started to feel like work. And I was really in a period that I really wanted to train, really wanted to get better together and teaching more. But so in that moment, I had to give in to that he needed some time off. So we hardly practiced. We didn't go to the studio. And for me, it was biting my tongue. But I know that it was because he needed some rest to get the love for dancing again. And now he does. We were in the studio last night for 4 hours. So yeah, we're back on track.
back on your track, right? Okay, Nymph. So you had this type of situation also where you were dancing with your partner in real life. Did you find the same kind of struggles? And mainly because you being such a shy, nerdy guy, the communication maybe is not your strong skill. So did you have that sort of problems?
Sometimes, not that often, but it happens sometimes. But yeah, anyway, the thing was because I was developing my own techniques, so my dance partner has to adapt whatever I was teaching. I was learning her.
Yeah, I think that makes a difference.
So it was not a big struggle. The Zouk techniques, and I was teaching her. So
yeah. You were more in a role.
Can you hear me?
It's like the image is going off and on, but I can hear you. So your role was more not an equality role, but you were the one leading the relationship in terms of you were teaching her. So it was more like a student-teacher relationship, even when you were a couple in real life, right?
Yeah.
But did that, because I had also more or less that position with my wife, where I was the one longer in the dance and with more knowledge. Did that role of teacher-student from the dance wall affect your relationship, your personal relationship in a way that she resented you being the leader in the dance? You know what I mean?
No, I didn't notice those kind of problems, because when you both partner are the passion and the ideas, everything is focusing in one point. Like this is the direction we are going, we are moving. So it does. Don't think it matters.
Okay. So the thing is, maybe I should ask her if she has the same view. Okay.
No, but I think it makes a difference if one of the two is actually leading the whole partnership. But with us, it's like we came together and we saw each other also as equals. So whenever one of us took like a big, even a small step above the other, there was already something brewing, you know. So it was like a fight all the time to get up and keep going. So yeah, was tough.
Okay. So guys, now that you're back in track or back in her track again, how's your life? How do you organize your time? Do you practice together so many hours, or do you teach also together again? Are you preparing shows? What's your routine?
Well, we do the dancing is just me and Carlos. So I had to wait for him to start again, but I did practice on my own to get myself better and keep myself in shape, and also for the Zouk, and still had classes. So
I need to get in shape.
yeah, he's getting fat.
You need to get into this bet that we have going on for Zouk Devils. You know the six-pack bet.
Oh,
You know
really?
So next year you're in.
Oh, goody.
So, no, I interrupted you. So
That's
I'm
fine.
talking about the routine.
I don't
No,
remember.
but now we are back on track with working on workshops, like because we have something that we are cooking up, and it got like on a certain pause that we didn't even touch it for some time, but we're working on it now, and workshops is also going. I'm starting to go to the studio again. So
Yeah, we have the studio. We have the studio 6 times a month, and every time we have it for 4 hours. So, and we try to make full use of it. But the workshop keep on going because a lot of time, even though he wasn't really into it, we still all the workshops that we promised to do, we did. Like last weekend we were teaching in Greece, and the weekend before we were teaching in Poland, and we had some workshops before. But he did all of those. He just didn't want to train as much as we did. So he was still there, and we were still teaching, only just not as on the same tempo as before. So, but shows still not. I want to, but
I need to get in shape.
You know, the big thing, Carlos, would be to prepare the show to force you to be in shape, like I did. My current show, what I did is, okay, I have to do a show without t-shirt.
Oh, cool.
So I had 1 year to lose all the fat around my belly, you know? Because I knew that I would be dancing in Breda with a t-shirt. So that was a good motivation, you know?
let's make a show with you naked.
Oh my god.
We can already make a show with a pants with no butt cheeks, because he's got a nice firm butt.
Wow.
Nice ass cheeks.
Okay, so now in a few weeks you're coming here to Mataró for a festival. So I would like to take the chance to invite everybody that wants to see you in action on class. And
Class, yeah. It's not gonna be a fucking festival.
And that wants to dance with you and to experience your cuteness, to come.
Is it because we're so small?
Yeah. So you you have to come to this festival that I am announcing here. You see, so Devil's Summer Weekend 33 1/3.
Are you pointing in the
1st to
resolution?
24th of July. Okay? And Nymph, we're running out of time, so anything else that you want to ask or somebody in the audience?
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
here.
there's also this social dancing with Five Latina. How is it going?
What?
Hey, my name
Hey,
How
is...
is
now
the social
Sasuke.
dancing?
How's the our social dancing?
No, he asked about 5 Platina.
Yeah,
Very
it's because you guys
interesting.
are working.
No,
Can
I
you
am
tell more about this?
I am working together with Juanita and Vibe Latina. Carlos quit some time ago because it all got too much for him. So I'm still working together with Juanita. And the social vibes, we stopped for the Summer Breeze because that's also on Thursday. So when Summer Breeze stops, then we start again with our social dancing. We're not going to do it on the same day. People can dance outside for free.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And
Do you have any
yeah,
questions
Carlos.
about us?
Yeah, Carlos, what is on the future roadmap of your DJing? Yeah.
So many things. You know, I was doing too many things. I'm just starting to. There was a moment where I was teaching, DJing, training, even thinking about a show, organizing, and it was just so many things.
Besides 40 hours a week behind the computer.
So
Yeah,
now
we know.
I'm trying to like get myself back into like at least 3 things that I can do, and that is like the training, the teaching,
The
and
DJing.
the social dancing.
That's already 4.
Okay,
That's
but I
four.
have a passion for the
And your
social dance. Okay, I'm sorry, it's still too much. Okay, so I have to drop one. I don't know.
look, if you have your full time, so you have your full time job, you do DJing, teaching, like workshop, social dance, and what about your relation? You need to spend time there too.
Yes, exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah, Carlos.
Yes, we have a special weekend prepared.
Oh.
Multiple special weekends prepared.
Really?
In July and August. Yes, we do. You just don't know yet.
Mm.
You have a surprise.
Yeah, still for my birthday.
Yeah.
That was in April.
Okay, guys. So, Niv, is any questions from the audience that we have today? Because we had one of the most visited live shows. I saw like we have a peak of maybe 13 or 14 live persons watching.
I think 16.
Okay. So did they ask anything? Did they want to tell anything to Carlos or Ilse?
No.
No.
They were just watching.
Yeah.
No hard questions.
Okay, guys. So since we are running out of time now, I think that this is a good place to wrap up. And I think that some of the things that they said or the advices that they gave, they could or we could apply also for couples not involved romantically with each other, like the communication, like the letting go of things that are not so important for you. I think that those tips can help not only couples that are real life couples, but also just dance partners. You know, don't you think that?
Did you ask us or Niv?
Yeah, whatever of you can be. It's a good advice for any
No,
kind.
it's true. You can apply. Yeah.
That's what's the conclusion.
Nice.
Okay, guys. So let's leave it here. Let's continue the craziness in private, and let's close the show for all the audience. You will miss now what is going to happen. But,
one last thing, maybe.
Yeah.
Don't, as an advice, don't focus too much on the negative. When you think about the negative part, try to think about the positive things, because that can always outweigh the bad and the negative. This is also how we do it.
Look at my profile picture if you have me on Facebook. Click on it and read the text.
Okay, I will now.
I will now.
So, guys, thank you very much for being here. It's been a really funny episode. Are you holding a shit there?
I am holding shit. I am holding poop. I hate stuffed animals, but I got this as a present from Soraya, and this one because I think poop is really funny.
Okay.
So this one I like. It's on our couch in her home.
Nymph, I hope, Nymph, you had a really great time like I did with those two.
Yes, I had.
So, guys, this is all for today. I hope you enjoyed. There's some pearls of wisdom in what they had to say in between the jokes. And it was really a pleasure to have you here again, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you
And
for
to everybody
inviting
else,
us.
this has been ZoukCast this week, and next week we will have more ZoukCast for you. And let's see if we can close new guests soon so we can announce during this week. Okay? So thank you very much. Thank you, Nymph. Thank you, Ilse. Thank you, Carlos.
Thank you.
Adios, amigos.
Adios.
Bye.